Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Studies with Joy. आपका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पर. Today we are going to do 10th Standard English 1.2 chapter The Thief's Story. This chapter is a very interesting chapter and I hope that you will love this chapter because its central idea that it is giving us or the message that it is giving us is very interesting and I loved it, and also I love the storyline of this chapter. But the most important is the message that we get from this chapter. And I have also completed 1.1 where the mind is without fear. If you have not seen that poem, you can watch it. I have given the link in the description box and I have also provided the notes of that poem. And today we are going to do the thief story chapter. First part this is, and we will continue the remaining chapter in second part, and in the second part only I will give you the notes of this chapter. So now let's start with the warming up section of this chapter, the thief's story. So now let's do the warming up section, and first question of warming up section is read the following incident. I will read it for you. Lokesh had always been a class topper in tests and examinations. However, invariably, he used foul means during exams to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of history examination, Lokesh realized that his classmate and friend Farhan came all prepared for maths instead of history. Farhan had become desperate, so Lokesh offered to let him copy from his answer sheet since Farhan sat just behind him. So the story, it's a small incident. We cannot say like a story, but it's a type of story. So in this incident, there is a boy named Lokesh, and who has always been a class topper in tests and examinations. But how he used foul means. What I mean by foul means, like he used to do cheat. He used to cheat his teachers. He used to do cheating in the examinations, and that way he used to be always a class topper in his exams. Once on the day of history examination, Lokesh realized that his classmate, who is just sitting behind him, for came all prepared for maths, but the exam was of history, and if he was forget that it is of history, and he came prepared for maths. So Farhan had become desperate. Farhan is the name of his friend. So Lokesh offered to let him copy from his answer sheet, since Farhan sat just behind him. Let's see what happens. Farhan refused. He said, "It's all right, even if I get a zero, but I can call it my own zero. I do not want to score a single mark on end. Cheating in exams is for cowards, not me." This is a thing that I liked, that Farhan refused to cheat. He said that this is not good. Cheating is for cowards who are scared of difficulties, who are scared of problems, and I am not a coward. And this is what inspired Lokesh. These words were a turning point in Lokesh's life. He gave up cheating forever. He worked hard for what he desired and never ever used false measures to acquire anything. So, Lokesh after this never used cheating for acquire anything, not for just exams. We don't just do cheating in exams. We also do cheating in many things. You can see around you, around yourself, that we cheat in many things, and we need to stop those things. These things are for cowards, and we are not cowards. We are brave. That we have to keep in our mind. This is the message that we get from this passage or incident. We also get to know that from just a small hope of inspiration, a man's thoughts can be changed. Someone can change other person's thoughts. A good person can always change a bad person or a cheater's thought. This can be seen from this incident. So always think that what your friend is doing, are you doing the same, and it is right or wrong? If it is wrong, then you should also stop it, and you should also stop your friend. You should inspire others to not do the wrong thing. always. You should become an inspiration. Now let's do the questions. In the given story, which words or phrases can be replaced by the following ones? Okay, so we have to write some words from the passage that is above. And the meaning is here given. According to that, we have to write. Become aware, realized. Answer is realized. Always, invariably. Very upset and helpless. Answer is desperate. Cheating, foul means. Without working for it, unearned. A sudden change, a turning point. Gain or achieve, acquire. So these are the answers of the question number 1A. And question number 1B is summarize the incident in 6 to 8 lines, making Lokesh the narrator. Begin with I was always a class topper. So what we have to do, we have to change it into first person. This passage is not written in first person. Okay, so here someone else is telling us about the story. It is written that way, but we have to write that we have to write an incident lines making Lokesh the narrator. Means we will use I, Lokesh. He is writing about himself like a biography, so he will use I instead of you or Lokesh, anyone's name, because we have to change it to first person. So that only the given incident this is the incident given about this only we have to convert into first person. I will tell you the answer that I have written, and you will get it to know by an example of my answer. I have always begin with this. I was always a class topper, so you will begin with that only. So I have started with that I have always been a class topper in test and examination. However, I used foul means during exams to gain those marks. Once on the day of history examination, I realized that my classmate and friend Farhan had come all prepared for maths instead of history. Seeing his anxiety, I offered to help him by allowing him to copy from my answer sheet as he sat just behind me. Farhan refused. He said, Lokesh, it's alright even if I get a zero, but I can call it my own zero. He added that he didn't want to score a single mark that was not earned by him. He told me that cheating is in exams is for cowards. These words were the turning point in my life. I gave up cheating forever and now I work hard for what I desire. I never use false measures to acquire anything. So if you saw my answer, you heard it, you got to know that I have replaced Lokesh or you with I, because Lokesh is writing this. So it is his biography. Then he is writing about the incident that made him, that inspired him. Okay, so this way you have to answer this question. Now let's go towards the chapter. And this chapter is very similar to this incident, because here also a kind person is changing the heart of a thief. I will tell you in short what is there in this story. So this story, the thief story by Ruskin Bond, is a simple plot with layers of subtle human emotions, written in first person. What I mean by first person? I means here here it is written in first person means I. You will watch I everywhere. Here I refers to the thief, and he is explaining his story, that what happened with him, whom he met, and how he got inspired. So that is written in first person. Like that only now I gave you the answer of location. And this story advocates the power of love and kindness in reforming a thief. Okay. Now let's learn something about the writer of this story, author Ruskin Bond. He is a very famous author. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landour, in Missouri, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. For his published work in English, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Okay, so he is a very famous author, Ruskin Bond. He has also got two very important awards, Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. Now let's start with this interesting story. I hope that you will love this story. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. First of all, after reading the first line, what the question comes is, who does I refer to who does I refer to in this story? So the I refers to the thief, that is the narrator. Means here the thief is telling us about himself, what happened with him, what was the cause of his inspiration, why he became good from a thief. So here that's why it is written as I. Okay, so the story begins. The narrator, that is the thief, tells us that I was still a thief when I met Anil. Anil is the name of a guy, and though only 15 years, so he was a only 15-year guy, thief. I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. What this sentence means? It means that he had, at such a lower age, he had robbed many people, and he had got very experience of doing this. So the narrator was a fairly successful hand at robbing. Here the question is there, what is the narrator quite successful at? The answer would be that the narrator is a fairly successful hand at robbing. And this question I told you now only, that it refers to the narrator who is a thief. Now let's go forward to in the story. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, means his age was 25, okay? A tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind and simple enough for my purpose. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So when did the narrator met Anil? When Anil was watching a wrestling match, and he was also there, the narrator. And when the narrator, that the thief approached him, he got to know that he was about 25 years old, and he was a very tall, lean fellow. Lean means thin, and he looked easy going. Easy going means हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, ये बहुत जल्दी किसी के भी बातों में आ जाता है, ये किसी भी जल्दी भरोसा कर लेता है. That person is called as easy going. Kind and simple enough for my purpose. Now what was the purpose of the narrator? It was to rob him. So it was very easy for him to rob a person who is very trustful, who easily trusts people. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So he thought that I would be easily able to get into his confidence and into his trust. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. A little flattery helps in making friends. Now here what flattery means? Flattery means insincere praise, झूठी तारीफ. झूठी तारीफ लोग बहुत करते ना ताकि आपका भरोसा जीतने दे. That is called flattery. So you look a bit of a wrestler yourself. What does this mean? He was saying that just giving a, क्या बोलते हैं, झूठी तारीफ कर रहा था कि तुम भी एक wrestler लगते हो. And he explains that a little flattery helps in making friends. मतलब झूठी तारीफ बहुत बार मदद कर जाती है दूसरों का विश्वास जीतने में. So do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. So Anil was also little smart. So he replied him that you also look like a wrestler yourself. So the narrator, that the thief, went into a moment that how can I look him a wrestler because I was so thin. But that was a tick for tack from Anil. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. Okay, so what here modestly means? Without boasting, in a humble way. Okay, so he told that, well, I also do a wrestle bit. He just lied to make him just trust him. What's your name? Hari Singh. He asked. Anil asked that what's your name? So the narrator replied that Hari Singh. I lied. Hari Singh is not his real name, the narrator's. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. So the narrator, that he's a thief, so he used to always take a new name every month to keep him ahead of police, so he doesn't get caught by police and also by former employers. Why? Because former employers means the people with who he was working. Former means like former students of the school, that we say no. So the students who were in that school, they are called as former schools, and now they went into college. Like that way only former employees, the people with who, or the employees with who he was working, he also gave them his wrong name, so that they don't tell the police, they don't give any hint to the police about him, and he doesn't get caught. So here the question is here, why did the narrator change his name every month? The answer to this question is, the narrator changed his name every month, as that kept him ahead of police and his former employers. Now let's go forward. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting. Grunting means making low guttural sounds, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So, after this introduction of each other, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers that there were present at the wrestling field, and he was telling about their grunting, lifting, and throwing, and he was telling about their qualities. And the thief had nothing to talk about it, that because he was not knowing about wrestlers. Anil just walked away from there, and the thief, as he had his purpose from him, उसको उसका कुछ मतलब था ना, उसका रॉब करना था, इसलिए वो उसे कैजुअली फॉलो किया. कैजुअली मीन्स ऐसे दिखाना कि हम लोग नॉर्मली है, ऐसे नहीं दिखा रहा है कि मैं तेरे पीछे आ रहा हूँ, ऐसे पीछा करना जैसे कि हम लोग नॉर्मली है. हेलो अगेन, he said. So he again the Anil said that hello again, hello. I gave him my most appealing smile. Appealing means attention getting, attractive. I want to work for you, I said. So he gave a very appealing smile, so that if in this way anyone gives you a smile, you just get a very little bit attracted or very impressed from the person who is giving you a smile in a very appealing way. So like that way only Anil was also impressed, because he just gave his appealing smile. Why? So that he can get his trust, and he told that he wants to work for you. The narrator says, but I can't pay you. I thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my man. So the Anil said in reply that I can't pay you, I have not that much money. So the narrator went and thought that, is the man correct or not? He have money or not? Have I misjudged a man? He is thinking like that. I asked, can you feed me? Can you cook? Okay, so Anil, the narrator asked him that, तू मुझे खाना तो दे सकते हो ना, पैसा मत दो, खाना दो. तो can you cook? Who asked? This was asked by Anil. So Anil ने पूछा कि तुम क्या खाना बना सकते हो? So I can cook. I lied again. The narrator lied again. He told that I can cook. First what he lied, that he knows some wrestling, a little bit of wrestling, and now he realized that I can also cook, but he didn't know to cook. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So Anil says, अगर तुम खाना बना सकते हो मेरे लिए, तो मैं तुम्हें खाना दे सकता हूँ, मैं तुम्हें खाना और रहने के लिए जगह दूंगा. He took me to his room over the Jumna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So he gave all the facilities to him, that he took to his home. And where was his home? Over the Jumna sweet shop, and told him that he can sleep in the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. अब told me to be off का मतलब होता है अब तुम वापस खाना मत बनाना, अब तुम्हें नौकरी से निकालो, ऐसे बोलो. तो उस रात को जिस दिन वो उसको लेके गया अपने घर पे, उस रात को जो उसने खाना बनाया, द नरेटर हरी सिंह, मैं बोल सकता हूँ, हरी सिंह ने जो खाना बनाया वो इतना टेरिबल था। ये इस बात से मालूम पड़ता है क्योंकि अनिल ने उसको थोड़ा खाते ही सीधा स्ट्रे डॉग को दे दिया। सो यू कैन इमेजिन हाउ टेरिबल फूड ही हैड कुक्ड बिकॉज ही डिडंट नो टू कुक. So he told Anil told Hari Singh to be off, means to not work for him. But I just hung around smiling in my most appealing way and he couldn't help laughing. So ये इसने अपनी ट्रिक आजमाई, अपीलिंग वे स्माइल किया. ऐसे मोमेंट्स में भी जब भी अगर कोई स्माइल करता है ना तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा फनी, हमें अंदर से हंसी आती है कि अभी भी ये स्माइल कर रहा है, कितना क्यूट है, ऐसा लगता है हमें. इसलिए हम उसके झांसे में आ जाते हैं. मतलब वी स्टिल डोंट एंगर ऑन हिम और रिमूव हिम डायरेक्टली. एंड ही ऑल्सो couldn't help laughing. Later he patted me on the head and said never mind, he had teach me to cook. Patted me means अपने सर पे ऐसे हाथ रखा, ऐसे हम लोग ऐसे करते हैं शाबाशी देने के लिए, वैसे ही. तो उसने ऐसा किया और उसको बोला कि नेवर माइंड, मैं तुम्हें सिखाता हूँ खाना बनाने को, उसके बाद तुम खाना बनाना, ठीक है. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. So उसने उसे अपना नाम लिखना भी सिखाया. He made him learn to read and write also, to add numbers, to write whole sentences. He will also teach him. He promised him, and this I was grateful. The narrator was so grateful because narrator in his soul had a little bit, but had inspiration towards education, to be a respectful man, and that is the thing what he got with Anil. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. Really, a person who robs and uses others' money will never get respect. He will get money, he will get facilities, but never get respect. And without life without respect is nothing. He will not even have a self-respect. Then what is the meaning of that money? But a person if works and earns money, he has some respect. He is educated, then he will get a respect. This was known by the narrator, and that's why he was grateful to Anil. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. So what was Hari Singh doing? For Hari Singh it was quite pleasant working for Anil because Anil was very easy going boy. कोई भी उसे आसानी से बेवकूफ़ बना सकता था. सो क्या करता था हरी सिंह, वो सुबह चाय बनाता था और उसके बाद वो अपना टाइम लेता था बाज़ार जाके टू बाई द डे सप्लाइज, और उसमें वो उसको चीट करता था. ₹1 एक्स्ट्रा का प्रॉफिट ले लेता, वो अपने पास रख ले लेता था, ऐसा करता था. आई थिंक ही न्यू आई मेड अ लिटिल मनी दिस वे बट ही डिड नॉट सीम टू माइंड. So the narrator thinks that Anil would have knew that I used to cheat that ₹1 every day, and at that time ₹1 was very was a little money. At this time it was a very little money, but at that time it was not so less money. Okay, so Anil made money by fits and starts. By fits and starts means in short irregular intervals. तो अनिल कैसे पैसे कमाता था? वो मैगजीन्स के लिए लिखता था और उसका क्या होता था, वो नक्की नहीं होता था कि आज पैसा है तो कल पैसा नहीं है, ऐसा होता था उसका इरेगुलर इंटरवल्स में टाइम के. ही वुड बोरो 1 वीक, लेंड दी नेक्स्ट. वो पैसे लेता है फिर अगले वीक उसे दे देता है, ऐसा करता था, उसका ऐसा काम था. ही केप्ट वरिंग अबाउट हिज नेक्स्ट चेक, बट एज सुन एज इट अराइव्ड ही वुड गो आउट एंड सेलिब्रेट. तो उसका जैसे भी चेक आता था वैसे ही वो सीधा जाता था सेलिब्रेट करने को, बाहर घूमने को, और ही यूज्ड टू यूज़ दैट मनी. इट सीम्स ही रोट फॉर मैगजीन्स अ क्वीर वे टू मेक अ लिविंग. सो अ स्मॉल वे फॉर मेकिंग अ लिविंग, दैट इज़ अ क्वीर वे. ही यूज्ड टू राइट फॉर मैगजीन्स. वन इवनिंग ही केम होम विद अ स्मॉल बंडल ऑफ नोट्स सेइंग ही हैड जस्ट सोल्ड अ बुक टू अ पब्लिशर. सो एक दिन उसका थोड़ा बड़ा हाथ लग गया मतलब he had wrote a book and he sold it to a publisher and he got a lot of money together. That is a small bundle of notes. At night I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. What is the line of the work of what is line of the narrator? It's robbing, huh? It is not engineering or anything. So I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. नरेटर के पास ऐसे कितनी सारी अपॉर्चुनिटी थे, कितने सारे चांस थे कि वो अनिल को रॉब कर सकता था, फिर भी वो नहीं कर पाया. एक महीना हो गया उसके पास काम करते करते, लेकिन वो ऐसा नहीं कर पाया. क्यों? बिकॉज अनिल वॉज द मोस्ट ट्रस्टिंग पर्सन ही हैड एवर मेट. दैट ट्रस्ट वॉज मेकिंग द थीफ फियर दैट अगर मैं ऐसा करूँगा तो अनिल को कैसा लगेगा, वो हर्ट हो जाएगा. ये ट्रस्ट था अनिल का जो उसको रोके रखा था. तो अभी जब ये इतने सारे पैसे उसके पास साथ में आ गए, तो इसने सोचा कि अब तो मुझे ये हाथ मार लेना चाहिए और यहाँ से निकल जाना चाहिए, बड़ा हाथ मारना चाहिए. सो एंड दैट इज़ ऐसा उसने सोचा, एंड दैट इज़ वाई इट वॉज सो डिफिकल्ट टू रॉब हिम, बिकॉज ही वॉज द मोस्ट ट्रस्टिंग पर्सन आई हैड ever met. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed, but it's difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed and takes all the pleasure out of the work. The narrator says a very important thing, that it is easy to rob a greedy man because वो इंसान उसकी वो चोरी हुई उसके घर पे, he can afford because a greedy man can afford, but it's not easy to rob a careless man because he doesn't even notice. कभी कभी तो उसको पता भी नहीं चलता कि वो he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work, and that is that only कि उस काम चोरी का जो प्लेजर यानी कि what we say हैप्पीनेस उसको मिलती है उन लोगों को देखकर जो लोग बहुत टेंशन में आ जाते हैं. अगर कोई ग्रीडी पर्सन की घर में चोरी हुई है तो कितना गुस्सा करता है, ये सब करता है, वो सब देखते चोर को बहुत मज़ा आता है. दैट इज़ द प्लेजर ऑफ द वर्क फॉर हिम. सो बट दिस कैन नॉट बी ऑब्जर्व्ड इन अ केयरलेस मैन बिकॉज ही जस्ट एक्सेप्ट्स द सिचुएशन. ही डजंट डू एनीथिंग. समटाइम्स इवन ही डजंट नोटिस दैट ही हैज़ बीन रॉब्ड by the person he was working with him. He doesn't even notice, and that's why it is not easy to rob a careless man. Okay, I hope that you understood. And in today's video we are stopping here only. We will continue this chapter in next video. I hope that you like this chapter and there will be a continuity in the next video so that we will enjoy the story. And please be little bit anxious to know the new what will be happening in future, means in next in the story. If you like my video then please subscribe my channel and also like this video.